Hi, I'm Rabbi Schaefer, and I'm very proud to collaborate with the National Council of Young Israel to present to you the Shmuz on the Parsha each week. I hope you find it food for thought. I wish you a good Shabbos.
The brothers decided that Yosef was suspect. They sat as a tribunal and decided, in fact, that it was true. Yosef looked like he was trying to have them all killed, that he alone was to be the future of the Jewish nation. They decided that the only recourse was to, in fact, eliminate him. First, they decided to kill him. In the end, they decided to sell him as a slave, get him out of the picture. When he's sold as a slave, the pasuk is very clear when it says that a caravan of Yishmaelim came and it was carrying sweet-smelling spices. Rashi comments that this was unusual. Normally, the Yishmaelim, the Arabs who come down, carry noxious-smelling things, petroleum products. This caravan was unique. It was carrying sweet-smelling balsam and spices. Rashi says, from here we see the great reward for the tzaddikim. Hashem rewards the righteous. Hashem arranged that a very unique caravan would be here. Hashem didn't want Yosef to have to travel down to Mitzrayim with noxious smells. So Hashem arranged for beautiful smelling things to be there so that the traveling down should be comfortable. This Rashi is very difficult to understand because Yosef is now entering a very dark period in his life. He is to be sold as a slave. He'll spend 1 year as a slave, then be sold, sent into a prison, spend 12 years there. He's entering into deep, dark times. If Hashem wanted to pay back the righteous, wouldn't you imagine Hashem would just protect him, have the events not unfold as they were to unfold, let the brothers not sell him as a slave? This would be akin to the following. Imagine a man gets into a car accident and his friend rides with him in the ambulance. Every bone in this man's body is broken, and his friend says to him, look at the great love Hashem has for you. Hashem arranged that you should have a comfortable pillow in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. If I were the man, I would say, if Hashem loved me, let Hashem arrange for the drunk driver to crash into a pole and not into my car. Don't give me a comfortable pillow for my head. Make sure that my neck doesn't get broken. This Rashi is difficult to understand. And I believe the answer to this Rashi really is quite simple. And that is that there are certain events in life that have to unfold, that have to happen. In this case, for the good of the Jewish nation, Yosef had to go to Egypt because that was the beginning of the enslavement. That was the beginning of the formation of the Jewish people. It had to happen this way, but not everything had to happen in a bad way. Hashem was concerned for Yosef, and Hashem arranged that his travel down should be pleasant. Why should he suffer any more than he has to? To go there, that he has to do, but he doesn't have to suffer anymore. And Hashem arranged for a very specific caravan so that Yosef shouldn't suffer any more than he need to. And I believe the concept we see from here is that oftentimes in life we will go through things. There will be times, there will be trials, there will be tribulations, and not everything in life will be pleasant. Life is not a walk in the park. But when we see the tremendous love that Hashem shows us even in dark times, when we see the comfortable pillow in the ambulance, we can then understand the bigger perspective that everything that Hashem does is for the best. We may not see it now. Yosef probably didn't understand it then, but when he became viceroy, when he brought down his father and the rest of the brothers, when he began the Jewish nation's formation as a people then, he probably then did understand it. So to us, when we go through trials and tribulations, it's oftentimes difficult to see the loving kindness, but when we see the comfortable pillow, when we see one element, we're able to understand that everything that Hashem does for the best. Sometimes it takes introspection, sometimes it takes seeing that one little chesed, that one little kindliness. Then we can learn to understand that everything that Hashem does is for the best, the whole picture as well as the small parts.